Hi, good day. I'm DJ Britt. Today I'm going to show you some of my influences during my club culture days. It was the great thing that I had experienced in order for me to evolve in such a kind of different music that I've been with. Um, before, we used to have the Groove Nation, the Bigstar. I know most of my followers knew that. Um, this is where I met Toti, Kokoy, and Edge from Monte, which until now is my friend. This is one of the sample of the events that they have. One of the clubs there is called ABGs during the 90s, and this is it. And also before, we used to have the underground parties where we usually have it during those time in warehouses, aviary, sponsored by Evian, and this is one of kind of party that they called Fluid, where share and lucid thing is the concept, which features the creation of um, Silver Custodio under the direction of Robbie Carmona. Okay, and of course, a very good friend of mine is the cover, Joey Mead. Again, another series of the Evian fashion series, which is HAVOC. Adam the Lumen was a big thing during that time. His clothes are deconstructed. You can see this is the thing before. Okay? Of course, there's Blair. Okay. Another Evian fashion series featuring Brando Mali and Ronald Passion. I have the collection of some of these of their clothing as well. This one is very awesome. It was held in Avery, Cinnamon. Okay. And this one is the Halloween party. Dorieta used to have the fashion cafe in Manila before. And this is how the way we do it. A Halloween party. See? Of course, another Groove Nation event. It's called Freedom at the Ramon Magsaysay Center in Manila. And then the Out of Town party in specifically in different kinds of beaches like Boracay. Here's what they call the Bikini with a Groove Nation party. So those are the days where Groove Nation reigns. These are the people that influenced me a lot in kind of music. Also, this is the Beat Surrender, another thing from Groove Nation. If you're watching Toti, Edge, and Kokoy, guys, you're the man. Okay? And this is the first time I ever attended the party. It's called Congress. Well, of course, it's being held also in Manila. Okay. Another thing, my friend, during that time, I love Lucy when she met the accident before. We had a tribute to her at the Fashion Cafe. I hope, Lucy, you're around, still watching, still have your flyer. Okay? And this one is the club that I've conceptualized along with Mamu and Louis Real of Library. It's called the Mint in the Rosa, Malate. Of course, what else can be new in New World City in Makati, because they have a club there called Cats. Well, we used to have the New York Car Party, sponsored by Southern Comfort. And then this is the release bar in Nakpil in Malate this time. The first ever when they open up. Okay. And this is very memorable to me. This is my first ever flyer as a DJ when I became a resident in politics in Malate, where clubs were still new on that place. There's no other clubs except this one. Of course, it's owned by Annette Ablan, what do you call this? Edna. At the same time, the Philippine House of Wines, Ralph Joseph and Company. I owe them a lot of my DJ career until now. It's my first ever flyer. Okay. Of course, I have this thing with as a resident DJ of Common Ground in Malate. Malate, during those times where I rain, I'd be DJing around 3 to 4 clubs, sometimes twice a night in 2 different clubs. So, Common Ground, I miss you. Of course, the Vibe Fridays of Planet Mars, which hosted some by the famous Team Yum. I hope, Tim, if you're watching, you remember this, the Vibe Nights, the coolest party during the time at Planet Mars. Of course, JR had its own club called Rock Candy in Glorieta. And then another one in Malate, it's called Plaka, where this is a Greek-inspired club, very beautiful club, honestly. It's very beautiful, in which I had one of the events there. It's called the Trojan Ecstasy. Okay, and another one with Newman Passion in Plaka. Okay, of course, another club in Pasay called Attitude. This time it's in Pasay. Well, if you happen to see, I've been mentioning a lot of places. Yes, DJ Brit is moving around in a lot of places during the time, DJing with a lot of clubs. Okay. This time in Baguio, well, the Blue Moon Raid Tour, of course. This one is very cool. Sponsored also by Twice. And after some years, I have this improved flyer in politics, in which you can see all the days that I have, my schedule. You can see the different days, S-Move, TWAT, Global Beats, and of course yours truly as the main DJ. Okay? Politics, I love you. Of course, if you remember Giraffe in Makati, again, guys, this is awesome. Giraffe. Of course, who would ever forget the club scene during the late 90s and early 2000s, where prime of the rave clubs, rave parties being held at warehouses, aviary, car shops, these being held by Bigstar, Groove Nation, and Big Fish. This is the first thing that I ever attended. It's called Red. Of course, sponsored by Lucky Strike, in which it features Toket Kokoy of Groove Nation and females of Bigstar, held in Pasay. And then followed up by the Underground Network, and it's called The Realm, featuring Jeremy Beckham, at the same time also with a lot of local DJs from Insomnia, Fashion Cafe, at the same time Planet Mars. This is so cool. Also sponsored by Planet Mars. And wow, Ministry of Sound, Bound Manila Scene with DJ Jazzy Jeff, this time in Club Euphoria. Euphoria is one of the finest clubs during that time. And hats off to the DJ there. He's my mentor, Mon Maramba. Wherever you are, I say hello. Of course, from Planet Mars again. This is an R&B hip-hop tune called The Vibe. in which Steve Mills reigned during that time, were hip hop, R&B, like Wu-Tang Clan, of course, 112 and the rest. Super cool vibes in Planet Mars. Again, this United Groove by Bigstar, featuring DJ Steve Mills, along with my friend Kima Sale as well. This is very nice. And of course, who would ever forget Armand Van Helden during that time when he came here? It's my birthday. I was given a comp tickets during that time in Araneta, and he's one of my main influence, and he's very cool. Armand Van Helden. Of course, Steve Lawler, who came in on 7-8 Orange. 7 Orange is in Makati, and everyone knows what 7 Orange is. A very deep tech house club. Something that comprises of the elite, mostly in Makati area. And who will ever forget Ministry of Sound, Rock Manila? Well, I've heard Ministry of Sound in the early 90s during the time, especially their parties in Ibiza. So when I heard that they're coming over to Manila, they're housing CJ McIntosh for the first time, and there's a super club DJ, Ministry of Sound, with the super DJs bringing in together here in Ministry of Sound. Cool. One of my favorites from Groove Nation, from Consortium. This is featuring Laurent Garnier. It's called The French Connection. You know, what admires most in Groove Nation, they bring in a lot of international DJs with a plus. As far as I'm concerned, these were the biggest parties that they had in Laurent Garnier. I remember Carl Cox, one of my main influences, well, they brought in. Another thing is from they brought here is of course DJ Heaven from Bigstar, of course. It was held in Star City in Pasay. And then another one from Groove Nation. It's a consortium featuring Wayne Atkins, as you can see. It also features my favorite DJs of Groove Nation, Toti and Kokoy. Wow, I will tell you, you really have to dress into the nines when you come into the party. I remember. It's so awesome. And this one of my main influence is Kenichi. Aside from Kenichi, the other DJ is Takio Shino. Tokyo clubs in, as I may say, at the same time, music is different and the best among the rest. It's very deep, very fast, something like a psychedelic into my hand. And also, what do you call this? It influenced me a lot when it comes to my techno music. Kenichi, guys. Of course, who would ever forget Chicane? My God, this rock. Especially my favorite mixes with Brian Adams, Don't Give Up. It's sponsored by Smart. Oh, and of course, brought to you by Big Fish. Another one by Big Fish, it's God's Kitchen. God's Kitchen featuring AJ Gibson. The bomb. I mean, the bomb. And who will forever forget Goldie from London, England. Okay? Of course, alongside the local DJs as well. This guy is a bomb. Of course, brought to you by Bigstar. And of course, who would ever forget Chicago's finest? Shayna Mir and Derek Carter. Brought to you by Consortium. Alongside with the local Toti and Cocktail Crew Nation. This one is hot. Held at Star City. And come to think of it, guys, I really thank you for watching. And I am glad that I'll be able to share to you some of the finest clubbing scene during the late 90s and 2000. And I hope to see you then. Till the next vlog. I love you all. Thank you.